my favorite part of the game is when you're just going lightning fast and you can't make a mistake because you know you'll lose all that momentum and that will suck. Oh, well, that sucked. Hey, this is WhyBeAre with Crumble, which is this cute little game I found on Steam because look at this guy. He is adorable. And when I actually started playing the game, I also realized this game has some solid gameplay. So I've done the very first level already. So we're going to go ahead and do it one more time so you can see what the first level looks like. And yes, we do control the rotation of the rocket, but then it shoots us into the level. And this is where the game begins. And the basic idea of this game is very simple. All we got to do is go forward and get to the objective. And the more we jump, the faster we go. As you see here, we are accelerating. And then we also have our tongue, which we can use to grab things. I was trying to use it to grab the tree branch, but I accidentally grabbed the wrong thing. As you can tell, I'm not the best at this game, but I'm hopefully going to be good enough to not embarrass myself. Although all I've done is the first level, so that is a little bit concerning because based on the trailers I've seen, this game looks like it will get a lot more hard and a lot more complex later on. But this first level, it's pretty nice and easy. Everything around us is mostly static. That means it's going to always be there and we can rely on it and take our time if necessary. But in the trailer, the later levels have a lot of things that are just falling all over the place. And it looks a bit like complete chaos when we get to those ones. So I gotta appreciate how nice and simple this level is, because I have a feeling later on I will miss playing this level where I actually felt like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. And then we get to the harder level, it's like, oh wait, I have no idea what I'm doing. At least that's the feeling I get from the game. And you do want to go through the levels as fast as you can because there is a timer. Now, unfortunately, as far as I can tell, there's no way to see the timer on screen while you're actually playing. But when you get to the end of the level, it'll say, hey, this is how fast you did it. And if you did it fast enough, you get a star. If you did it too slow, you don't get a star. I want to get stars, so I'm going to try to make sure I get a star on every level if I can. Obviously, if I get to a level where it's too hard and I can't get a star, well then, I guess we just won't get a star in that situation. And as you can see, there are things like these mushrooms which you can bounce off of to get some extra height. And here's where the game gets a little more dynamic. These areas, they will break if you hold on to them too much. So you see that? It just completely broke off, and now it's crumbling all apart, and I need to try to find a way to get back up using just my tongue, which is not the easiest thing to do, especially when I can't even see myself. We could also just reset at the last checkpoint, but I made it. It was worth it. And you see that rocket? That is the finish line. So once we get to there, we'll see what is our time and was it fast enough. And with this first level, we have 3 minutes. So we got a time of 2 minutes and 11 seconds, which is more than enough to get the star. But apparently, the best person in the world could do it in 33 seconds. Okay, Mr. Show Off. So considering it took me 4 times longer than them, do not expect me to set any records, especially considering that was the one I've played already. The rest of them I haven't played yet, so I have no idea what to expect. I do know though, you can change the color at any time. As far as I know, it doesn't do anything, but it's neat to do. Although I do like the blue color the best, which I believe is the default color. And honestly, I'm still waiting for the moment where I say, yes, we are actually going fast. Because I was able to go really fast just one time when I was playing around in the very first level, and I have yet to really reach those speeds yet. But when you go fast, oh man, do you go fast. And oh man, I'm gonna fall off the edge almost. Ooh, that was a nice bounce. Thank you, mushrooms. I guess when you see a mushroom, it's almost always a good idea to bounce on them because they seem to bounce you pretty nicely. Oh, look at this guy. Get me right up here, directing me the way I'm supposed to go. And look at this, more mushrooms. Okay, well, now I can't hit all of them. I'll just hit the ones I can. And that time they did not exactly do me any help because they did push me off to the side. Oh, that time I hit the underside. And that time I hit the underside too. We got to get out from the underside of the mushrooms. There we go. Can we get up this wall? All right. That was the hardest part so far, I think. Stupid mushrooms hitting my head. And they got the big mushroom giving you the big speed. And here we go. Now we're actually moving, and you can see just how tiny your character becomes at times. He's just this little itty bitty speck off in the distance as you are flying at ludicrous speeds, and I don't know what you have to do to maintain the speed. Like if there's a downhill thing like this, can you just roll down it, or do I just have to keep jumping? Because I'm playing this game like an old school FPS where you're basically bunny hopping all the time, and if your feet are on the ground, you're doing something wrong. And I only use the tongue. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys see that for a second? It looked like I was like under another world. That was interesting. Maybe it was just like the clouds doing some weird reflections. I don't know. But anyways, as I was saying, I only use the tongue when I feel like I'm going to fall in a hole. And it's my desperation attempt at please don't fall in the hole and die. It seems to work most of the time, thankfully. And there's the rocket. No, no, no. Oh my goodness. You can overshoot the rocket apparently. Well, now I know. I just figured, okay, there's the rocket, we're good. But no, you can't go that fast at it. I guess it makes sense because you can really go flying. So you can way overshoot it, which would be cheating. So you have to get at least close to it, right? Like, yeah, that was close enough where it's like, good job, WhyBeAre. You're in the rocket. Whatever the time you got, it was enough for a star. So go ahead and go to the next level. And there is also a multiplayer mode as well, which you won't be seeing in this video because I ain't got nobody else to play it with. But it's local multiplayer only, although it does support Steam's remote play together, so you can play it over the internet with your friends with only one copy of the game, which is one of those things where I always think that's really a nice thing to have, where you could have one friend buy the game and then you all play it. Because it kind of sucks when it's like, hey guys, do you want to play this game? So you got to convince every single person you know to buy the game just to play it. With this kind of setup, it's like, hey, I have this game, guys, let's go play it. They don't got to install it or nothing. They just start up the Steam remote play and then you're good to go. But for this video, we're just going to be focusing on the campaign mode, which is what I clicked. I should have mentioned that. When we were in the main menu and I was just clicking things, I clicked to basically just go to campaign mode. Ooh, that was neat. Ooh, this is neater. The multi-mushroom bounce. I really wonder if you were going fast enough, could you have cleared that gap without the mushrooms? I feel like you might have been able to, but you would have had to be going really fast, like almost as fast as you could possibly go through there kinds of fast, and I bet you could. That's actually one thing I like about this game, is it does feel like it would have a really high skill ceiling, meaning if you practice enough, you will be so much better than somebody like me who's only played it for like a half hour in total or something like that. And I support this idea by the fact that some dude completed the first level in 30 seconds where it took me 2 minutes. Or, if I wanted to make myself feel better, I'd just say he probably cheated. Because people always cheat on leaderboards. It doesn't matter what game it is, people will cheat on the leaderboards. And oh no! Well, that is going to definitely negatively affect my time, falling into a hole like that. And we were zooming too when we fell in that thing. I think that might be one problem I'm going to have. When I'm going fast, I feel invincible. Nobody can stop me, but then I do things like that where it's like, oh man, I completely missed the actual area we're supposed to be, and I have to use my tongue. And oh, did you see that? There's a little dude just in the middle of the road. That is a collectible that we can collect. There was one on the first level, but I collected it off camera, so you didn't get to see that. No, look at this shortcut. Yeah. Oh. That sucks. I really thought I was going to get a monster shortcut because I had so much speed going. Because it looked like it curved back in that direction, didn't it? Like it's going left. And then, yeah, I could have made that. I could have made that. You messing with me, game. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's the title screen. Okay. So now I know everything there is to know about the game because I've basically completed the tutorial. And I got another star doing it. Oh, and now we're on the level selector, so I guess we'll just go to the next level, which is 2A, and we got to get a time of 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get the star. And it looks really cool when you launch out and you change colors. You get all these sparkles going all over the place and stuff. And, oh, okay, we're moving. No, I am not gonna fall off of the edge. Yes, thank you, strong tongue. Just call me Lick a Tongue here because I am, I am just completely off of the edge. I don't know how I managed that, but somehow we're back on the actual area, and now we can do this the way we're supposed to. See, it's telling me, hey, you should use the tongue on the trees and stuff. It's like, man, I've been using the tongue on everything just to not die, because that rocket ship launched me out of it. And also, I like that there's a difference in the terrain. Like, this kind of looks like a desert. Before, it kind of looked like a jungle. And then also the trees are different in terms of shapes. That means maybe you have to approach it slightly differently if you're trying to get the world record because of the way the tongue grabs. I don't really know, but how did I not fall in that giant gaping hole? I don't know that either. That was impressive. And okay, there's a curve here. Wow, I almost just launched myself off of that. All right, big jump. Let's go. Somewhere is the landing zone. All right, we're fine. We way overshot that landing zone. I love it when you're going this fast. Again, I feel invincible when I'm flying at 1,000 miles per hour, but apparently there are also giant towers that are falling all over the place and explosions too, because why not? And it was hard to tell because I was going so fast, but it looked like they were like balloons or something to my side. Maybe that's like an extra collectible you could get, or it could just be some background dudes that were causing the explosions. I don't know. No! What's going on here? I just lost all of my momentum. That sucks, because I could have just flown straight to the rocket, probably. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, he's gonna shoot a cannonball at me. Okay. Well, that is definitely something. Oh, wait a minute. I saw this level in the trailer, I think. Yeah, this is where the physics start to go a little bit crazy, because everything is falling apart all over the place, and I do not want to fall to my death. Come on, Tongue. Come on, Tongue. Don't let me down. We are up. Keep going to that rocket. I don't feel like we're going to make it in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know. Geez, here is it. Yep. We're already starting to fall below. And wow, how many cannonballs can this guy shoot? There is so much stuff falling all over the place. This is great. But thankfully, we have made it to the rocket perfectly into the door. And we got a time of 2 minutes and 5 seconds, so we easily beat the goal of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, one thing I don't like, though, is when you go to the next level like this, it doesn't tell you the time that you have to beat for the star, but if you get it from the world selector, it shows it to you there. Although, again, does it really matter if the only way we can actually look at the time is to pause the game? I don't really know. All I know is I am flying between these trees, and I really noticed how much the little dude's face stretches when you do those horizontal style swings. He gets so deformed, but it's kind of adorable. So you can kind of see it there. So watch here right there. Look how stretched his face became. It's just this cute little character. There's nothing really fancy about him. He's just so simple and basic, but I love him. He is my best friend, and I will do anything for him. Although he just looks cute on the outside, because inside he has this very, very strangely long tongue, which is also very strangely sticky. I should not have thought about it this much. I used to love the little guy, but now I think about how gross his tongue is, and I don't love him anymore. My opinion can change in just 10 seconds. I go from loving him to being slightly disgusted by him. But oh, we are going good now. And of course, right as I was getting used to the trees are gone, and we have rocks instead, which we can't reach the top of, so we gotta swing, and they fall apart as we swing. So we got one swing and one swing only with those guys, and thankfully we did make it. And there's the spaceship. Oh, don't you fail here. Come on. What? No. Get in there. Get in there. Yes. That felt very lucky. But I got a time of 1:29, which is enough for a star, so we can go ahead and go to the next level. This is 2C balance. So I have a feeling there's going to be something we have to do with balance, and whoa, that was a good start. Like, just for a second, I had a ton of speed, then I lost it all because I grabbed the tree too much. But that 1 second was magnificent. Okay, I can't really see where I'm going. Oh, I'm being shot at by a cannon. Oh, that's what the little things that are floating in the air were. Those are the cannons that have the parachutes on them that I mentioned earlier. That's what they are. Okay, that makes sense. And oh, yeah. For just a few seconds there, that was beautiful. See, if you're really good at the game, you'd be able to do that the whole way and not fall off like I did there. And I noticed when you do a swing like this, where you grab something that's straight above you, there's a very small window where you can really just fling yourself. I can't consistently do it, but every now and then I really just whip myself around, and I know that's the timing I need to get. I just gotta learn it a little bit better so I can execute it all the time. Although sometimes you do want it to go upwards, like right here. We kind of got to go up to get to the destination. Oh, look at his stretching face. Go! That one I had to do like a double take because I didn't trust it. All right, now we can go real fast. No. We were not supposed to go fast like that. We were supposed to do the swing. That was a pretty good swing right there, except, oh, grab something. Yes. I got the checkpoint from below, and I'm just doing everything from below. Here we go. Now we're doing it the way we're supposed to-ish. We're still below. We're still below. There we go. Oh, man, this is a little bit of a disaster run. I'm still going pretty fast, so I think I'll be okay, but I did make quite a handful of mistakes here. Maybe it's just the levels are getting harder. That would make sense, but that was enough for a star run. And don't think about it too much where it says, I am position 22. It's like, oh, yeah, there's only 21 people better than me. But the game just recently came out, and I'm recording this basically 24 hours after it came out. So how many people have actually had the chance to buy the game and play it? That's why it really doesn't matter if I'm position 22, because in a week, I'll probably be well into the hundreds, if not thousands, depending on how many people end up buying the game. Especially considering these are not finely tuned runs. I died twice in that run, and I don't know what the next thing coming up is, so I have to slow down a lot, and if I could plan it out properly, I'm sure I could save so much time. Although, now that I think about it, if I want to be first place on the leaderboards, now is the time to do it. Now's the only chance I got. Go to one of the later levels that hopefully nobody has really perfected yet, and just focus on that. Oh, this is bad. Can we actually climb this? Here we go. Keep climbing. Keep climbing. This is actually gonna work, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. How are we gonna get to the mushroom over there? Can we reach? Yes. This is taking way too long, but we didn't have to reset. There's no real penalty when you reset, by the way, as far as I know, but my pride is on the line, and my pride says you can do it without resetting, and we are flying super fast time now. It's time for me to do my bunny hopping and make sure I don't land in any of these holes, and I think this is probably my favorite part of the game, is when you're just going lightning fast and you can't make a mistake, because you know you'll lose all that momentum, and that will suck. Oh, well, that sucked. Just as I expected, losing momentum sucks. I really do feel like it has a nice difficulty curve going so far, though, because the levels are getting a little bit harder. I'm making mistakes, but I'm still going fast enough to get the star. And then when the game gets too hard, I'll mysteriously stop making videos for it, and then nobody will know why. And no, I probably wouldn't really do that. In reality, all I care about is, are you guys enjoying videos for the game? If nobody's really watching the game, well then yeah, it's going to be a one-off video. But if there's people watching it, there will be a part 2. So if you are enjoying this game, make sure I know so I can make more videos. You know, do all that YouTuber stuff, the like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I don't think it's a terribly long game. I've seen in some of the reviews, somebody said it took about 4 hours for them to complete it. But this is definitely a game that can be a lot shorter or a lot longer depending on who's playing it. Like if you're bad at the game and you want to get all the star times like me, it'll take you quite a long time. However, if you're good at the game and you don't care about the star times, well, each level is just a one and done thing. And there are quite a few checkpoints, it seems like. So when you do die, you're not going to end up going that far back and having to repeating that much. And you're never going to actually have to restart a level. Every level is just steady progress unless you really get stuck on some section. And then there's also the possibility of you want to be number 1 on the leaderboard, in which case you could easily spend hundreds of hours on the game and dozens of hours per level. And whoa, that wall just exploded and we just have everything floating in the air now. That's interesting. We got the cannon shooting at us. This is probably the finale to the rocket. And this is very, very chaotic because everything is falling. So I am slowly getting lower and lower and I need to get higher, but there's nothing else for me to grab. And when I grab it, it pulls it down. Oh, there's the rocket though. Come on, whip it. Oh, that final whip was perfect. And I like that it actually scooped me in. Did you see that? So that was enough for another star time. Excellent. And I'm number 18 now. I'm getting faster. So on to the next level, which is 2E First Flight. And I think this will be the final level we do for this video. And already right off the bat, I basically fall off of the level. So that's great. And by great, I mean less than ideal. And by less than ideal, I mean that was not at all how things were supposed to go. I can't even climb this. Come on. Come on, WhyBeAre. You can climb a basic thing like that. All right, let's get some speed going. Oh, yes. Whoa. This is moving, huh? Yeah, this thing we're on is moving. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, wait a minute. It's like a dragon or something. Okay, here's another dragon, which I just barely made it to, and he's tipping over. I don't like this. Okay, then. Right. I guess, oh, I'm probably supposed to grab the trees and swing for them, except it doesn't want to grab the tree. No, you didn't grab the tree, happy dude. He needs an official name. Or is his official name just the name of the game? I don't know. And okay, I didn't make the jump that time. Right. Do I just wait a second? Maybe it'll get closer? There we go. It's getting down low. And then we could go and make the jump. Oh, super easy. I was trying so hard to make the jump before. Didn't need to do that. All right, come on. Grab the trees. Ah, still grabbing not trees. I don't know why it won't grab the tree. Well, there you go. That's good enough. It grabbed part of a tree. All right, now we're moving. Now we're moving. Sort of. I don't like it when they tip over one bit. You are rude for tipping over. Is this like alternative paths actually? Could I have gone to the left and the right? I wasn't paying that much attention. I was just kind of going forward, trying to go as fast as I could. But I think I could have gone like on a different dinosaur. Like here, we could go on the left one or the right one. So let's go to the right one then. That's interesting. So again, if you're trying to get that world record time, you gotta know exactly which dragon you need to ride on to go as fast as possible. Although they didn't look that different. Oh, well, that's different. My tongue was too short. I did not manage to grab onto him, but I think this is the one that I was trying to make the jump onto because he's doing that rotating thing, and it looked like the one I was trying to jump onto was doing that. And oh, just hold on. He'll rotate me back up to the top in a minute. I just have to be patient, and there, we are okay now. Use the mushroom to let me fly. All right, this is definitely gonna be the hardest level I've done so far, easily. There's just so much movement going on, and there's just all these really tiny ledges that are so easy to miss, so you end up just flinging yourself along, trying to get up and going forward at the same time. Like, this is just a mess here. I am all over the place, and I have a feeling I'm not going that fast. I'm probably not gonna get the good time. And oh, don't you fall off on me. Ay, ay, ay. Here we just have a line of mushrooms. Great, yeah, that's good. Try not to fall off of that. Actually, I didn't. Well, mostly. Come on, go. You know, before this game, I used to think the fastest blue circular character I knew was Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think this little dude is now the fastest one that I know of. I almost feel like I might be doing something a little bit wrong, though, because it's just one dragon to the next, to the next, to the next. I'm wondering, is there a spaceship on one of them and I'm supposed to look at them when I have the option and just go to the one that's a spaceship? Because that's totally possible. What are you doing? He went completely upside down. And oh, actually, hold on a second. Did you see how fast I went when he was completely upside down? I think that's the way to do it. Look at that. This is faster than if you go on top of them. Oh, that's hilarious. Like, yeah, it's 100 times more risky, but that worked amazingly. There is no way I was going that fast before. Here I actually just have a lot of speed remaining, so I can keep going. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, no. It was working great for a second. So if you want to get speed under the dragon or under the dinosaur, whatever I keep calling, I think I've called it both dragons and dinosaurs. Technically, it's the dragon, but under the dragon, that's where the speed is at. And there's the one that has the rocket on it. And that was the only choice there. So I guess it is a kind of a linear level where you just can go forward, 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 and eventually you'll get to the end. And what is this camera doing? It's all over the place. And made me miss. All right. This is a little bit difficult. The swaying and the rotating. I'm gonna be extra slow and careful this time just to make sure I don't fall off. Like right here, no. We are not falling off. I'm gonna use my tongue super good, licking everything up. Just like I do in real life. No, wait. I'm not supposed to tell people that I can do this in real life and this game is based on me. That's a secret. And that's another reason why nobody is allowed to see my mouth, because my tongue is too long. Anyways, there's the rocket, and we are in, and we are done. And that's actually good enough of a time for a medal still. That's surprising, because I felt like I was doing awful through that one. So it must have been really close. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. And remember, if you like or dislike this video, I will know. I can tell by how fast the little dude goes. So do the right thing, and I'll see you next time.